Make sure my chat is up for YouTube. We in the house. Cool. So thanks for joining. Today we're working on Welephant. That is an open source white elephant party planning tool. You might have also heard of the terms Secret Santa or Dirty Santa. These are gift exchanges often done around Christmas time. You can check out the README and click the Wikipedia link to learn more. And we are today implementing the party entity. So we've previously implemented wish lists. You can see here's a wish list on screen. We're using Prisma with Vercel, a bunch of really cool technologies, the Blitz framework on top of React, that's using TypeScript, all these really cool tools. But what are we doing? We're building a party planning application. And currently, you can build a wish list and add items to the wish list, but there's currently no party. You can't say like, I'm going to John's party or I'm going to Sarah's party. So that's what we're fixing today. We're getting the party started, as it were. Quick reminder, if you're on TikTok, you can go over to YouTube or Twitch. It's the same username, and you can see the full screen. You can see my my big old nose as well. Cool. So some specific features that we will be working on today. Let me outline those. First of all, we're going to make a GitHub issue, maybe a few GitHub issues, so that I can write down the requirements, including requirements that we're not doing today, just so I don't forget. So we'll go through GitHub issues first of all. Second, we're going to create the party entity. And I emailed myself some notes about like what is in this entity. Well, I want parties to have name assignments, like John, Jim, Sarah. And these are the people who are going to the party. Where I can create a party and invite others, they don't have to necessarily sign up. So it's not the same as a user. I'm thinking maybe I'll call this a participant or a participant profile or something like that. Okay, and the creator will have some admin privileges. Definitely need to work on navigation. There's no top nav. And I think those are the highlights. There's some other stuff we could do, but we might not get to it. So main things would be party entity and getting people into that party. And then we also want the assignment piece. Who's getting what, like who am I getting a present for? I'm supposed to shop for somebody, right? There's actually a couple ways to do this. So this is like a certain way to do the white elephant party gift exchange. There's other ways, like your family might have done this differently. So in the longer run, that will all be configurable. So there will be like a party can have gift stealing or not. That's like a feature that sometimes happens at White Elephant. And sometimes it doesn't. So gift stealing is like I buy Sarah a gift, but then we all buy each other gifts. But then we, at party time, have an opportunity to like steal each other's gifts. It's like kind of like a party game that sometimes happens. Hello, building a website. Yep, the officially real meal. What's up? Are you still using Elephant SQL, or did you end up going with Postgres SQL or SQLite? So Elephant SQL is Postgres. So I am still using Postgres, but I'm using Supabase as my Postgres database provider. Yeah, so let's get into it. So the first thing is we want to get the requirements out so that we don't forget. So let's go over to issues, fix wish list item on details page. By the way, this already got fixed, so let me go. I guess I didn't use a pull request, did I? I think I just pushed a commit. Yesterday, this. And it looks like, yeah, I just committed to main because I'm bad. Some comments were filtered to protect the community. Oh no, what are y'all saying? Now I'm kind of curious. Oh, okay, so there's more here. It's busted. And items on this wish list should be links. Should have a clickable link. Okay, so this is partially, okay, so this is fixed by, but I need to do the clickable links. We can even do that first. That's fine. Technically, this should be like 2 user stories. I think I was being sloppy. That's fine. Perms. Let's make a perms. Creator is a creator is the exclusive super admin. This can be transferred. Other admins can be named. Admins can edit other people's wish lists. There's also a wish list manager, coordinator, guardianship concept where I can make a wish list for my kid. And then also regular user terms. Thoughts on hosting DB in cloud or self-hosted? I'm all about the cloud. Is Supabase free? They have a free tier, yeah, but it has like limited abilities and stuff. Okay, so that's the permissions thing. What is another issue? The other issue will be, this is the party entity, which is what we'll be doing today, mainly. Well, like I said, we might also do nav if we have time. Why Supabase and not AWS? Amplify? So damn insane, what's up, long time. AWS is fake free tier. So AWS, you forget to turn off your EC2 and that's how you go broke. So the major cloud providers, AWS, Google Cloud, GCP, Azure, none of them are really free. They're also really complicated. If you've tried to tune your like Postgres instance and compare that to like Supabase, they're totally different. First of all, it's more difficult with AWS, but second of all, Supabase has like a bunch of really cool features that AWS doesn't have. I don't want to say they have more features because AWS also has a bunch of features Supabase doesn't have. So they're really just catering to different audiences. Like if you're a big commercial entity, AWS is going to be great for you. If you are like a hobbyist, Supabase is going to be great for you. UI for AWS is trash. This is facts. Are you programming something I'm new? Yo, we coding in here. Are you using GraphQL? Nah. Nah. We're using Blitz query, which is similar to React query, but it's not. Okay, party entity can have has many wish lists, has many, but this should be indirectly. This should be indirectly through participant profiles. Has many participants. I'm gonna just call them participants. Has many, let's just call them participants. Has many participants. Boolean has gift stealing. I guess, I don't know. I should use the SQL-ish syntax, the snake case. Boolean has gift stealing, yep, or I'll say with. I'll say has, yeah. Has gift stealing, that feels great. Booleanish naming. Boolean has name assignments. Has gift assignments. If true, there should be an, oh yeah. Has date field assignment date, which is only populated, which relates to has gift assignments. So basically, like, Are there people you're supposed to shop for in this party? Do you just bring a gift or do you shop for someone in particular? If you shop for someone in particular, we're going to say this party has gift assignments. So you're rolling up, you're like a user, you're like going to the party, you're a participant. And you're like, okay, this party has gift assignments. So who am I supposed to shop for? The system's like, I don't know. You're like, why don't I know? The system's like, because it's not the assignment date yet. Does that make sense? So assignment date is when the assignment actually happens. So having gift assignments, I could say like, yeah, we're going to assign the person that you need to shop for. We're going to assign that on Friday. Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just do it now? The answer is, I don't know who else is going to the party yet. I invited a bunch of people. Some people are going to make it. Some people are not going to make it. We're going to have a certain cutoff date where we generate the real list of people who are actually going for the purposes of gift assigning. Does that make sense? So that's why we have a gift. That's why we have this assignment date. Is the White Elephant program complete? It's not complete. It's usable. So like my family started making wish lists, but it's like super crude at the moment. I actually specifically told them like, I'm not sure I'd recommend you use it right now, but like feel free. And so you can access it. Do you have a podcast? Your voice sounds familiar. Nah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I guess I sound like somebody. So you can go to vercel.welephant.com right now and sign up with an account. But it's not super user-friendly at the moment. But we're working on that today. Hey, if we get 1,000, how do we have 7 likes right now? Let's get some more likes. What do I got? People on YouTube and stuff? All right, there's one person over there, but most of the people on TikTok. So I want to get like 10,000 likes, y'all. I think if we hit 10,000 likes, I'll do some shots. How about that? So we got this party entity. It's going to have this assignment date, right? And then it has a creator, which has to be a user. Does the participant has many participants? Participant versus user. How does this thing work? Names in the hat. So in a traditional like Dirty Santa, Secret Santa, you put all these like names in a hat and then you randomly draw it out. So I'm saying names in the hat must have an associated email. Why? The answer is because I cannot show you who's shopping for others. I can only show you who you're shopping for. And I'm only going to say that you're shopping for somebody, like I need a permission mechanism to do that. And to have a permission mechanism for you, you have to be a user. Unless I'm like trusting your name or something janky like that. I want to do this identification through the email address. Has many participants. Isn't this just a user? Because I need terms to regulate who you can see. Thanks for the likes. Got a couple hundred pretty quick there. That was great. Names are assigned by admin on button click. Or okay, yeah. So in the future, there's going to be a feature where the admin can set the assignment date, like schedule the assignment date for now. Oh, and it has notes. Party entity has notes. Okay, then we'll also do wish lists have notes. All right, so we need to add a notes field to the wish list. Right? And then this is a low priority. So we're not doing this anytime soon. and that is party assignment date scheduling feature. Okay. So email is sudo PII. Are you encrypting it? Yes, I am encrypting email. And then here, I don't know what the priority for this is, but super admin can double confirm and see all assignments. It's kind of spoiling the party. Can also edit assignments. Okay, so the super admin, so like I created the party and I can actually see who is supposed to get me a present. It's kind of bogus, right? That's why we need a double confirmation feature. Cool, so here is some of the stuff. I think this is all of the features at the moment. Anon name assignment requires an email. Right, so you can be a, there can be wish lists, like not anonymous wish lists, like for my kid, Sam. He's not gonna be buying anyone a present, but I can still make a wish list for him and show it to the party. But that's not gonna be anonymous. It's just gonna be like everyone can see the list for Sam. Does that make sense? So a party has wish list name. Okay, I think we're good. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think, first of all, I want to do the wish list have notes because that feels like super easy. So we're going over here. We're going to find the Prisma schema. It's pretty annoying how node modules often auto expands itself. I don't know how that happens. Okay, so here's the DB schema, Prisma schema. Now we're over here, we're gonna find the wish list entity. Here it is, there's the model right there. Will wish list have purchased ID? So it won't be purchased 2 times. You guessed it, my boy. You guessed it. So damn insane is total winner once again. Yes. This is user ID wisher. The wish list item. So this is not the wish list, this is the wish list item. It has a wisher and it has a user ID purchaser. So when the purchaser has been marked, that's like they're calling dibs. Like I'm getting my sister this. Now she will not know that, but everyone else will know that. Okay? Which is maybe not an ideal state, but that's what we're going to do for now. Because I think in an ideal state, yeah, everyone should not know that I'm getting it from my sister. They can just know that this item is unavailable. And maybe I'll still do that. That seems like implementable under this model. For now, we're going to do wish list. And by the way, this has a name and a description. Yeah, so wish list items, we should implement the description. Should just know it's already purchased. Yeah, I totally agree with you. So I should not broadcast who's buying it. I should just broadcast that someone is buying it, therefore you cannot double buy it, right? And like maybe there's some feature where like some presents you can multi-buy, but we're not doing that right now. Okay. Wish list needs notes. That's what we're trying to do right now. So we have string, and we are going to add notes. Cool. That's really all I want to do. Let's do one small step at a time. So here I'm going to go blitz, Prisma, migrate. I think I should not be using migrate, but we'll find out. It's migrate dev. It might error, and I'm fine with that. I think what I really want to do is blitz Prisma DB push. We found changes that cannot be executed, added the required column notes to the wish list without a default value. There are 2 rows in this table. Okay, so I should give it a default. Let's give it a default of empty string. Can I do that? Let's try that. What are you programming? Welephant. I need to have a way that it's like always on screen because I get that same question so often. Please make sure the database is running. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, it's definitely still running. Okay. Let's take out the def. Let's Prisma migrate. From URL script. Can't reach database. And they're encouraging me to update to 4.5. Kind of sus, y'all. I'm kind of sus on that upgrade. The 4.5 release is supposed to be like really cool, but I don't want it to bite me. You dig? Let me take this off screen. I'm going to double check my database URL. Looks good to me. And didn't it just compute a diff a second ago? So like, what's going on, right? I feel like this happens a lot though, so I'm really not too surprised. You get these like misleading errors with Prisma, basically. So let's do Blitz, Prisma. Help. What's the one that just generates my new type? We can do DB push. I really prefer to do, no, I should do migrate. I should migrate and then push. All right, let's do Blitz, Prisma, DB push. This could totally wreck my database. And in broad, this is a terrible idea. I just don't care because this is like a hobby project. Your database is now in sync with the Prisma schema. Well, let's go see if I just like nuked my database, right? Hopefully it's still living. I don't know. This is all still here. These are the items. Okay, I want to see the wish list though. So wish list now has empty notes. Getting the new iPhone soon, so it'll be higher res. Look forward to that. Quick reminder, if you're on TikTok, you can go over to Twitch or YouTube and see the full screen. Okay, so notes is there. Yeah, I don't know. But it looks to me like it did not create the migrate file. It's like it can't connect, but then it like pushed the update. So I don't know. One migration found. Blitz Prisma migrate dev. What did I like? Do I need to like push it and then migrate it? That's so backwards, isn't it? Okay. Your database schema is not in sync with your migration history. Following is a summary of the differences. Yeah, so basically the earlier Prisma thing was just bogus. That's super annoying. We need to reset the Postgres database. Remove foreign key. Why did we remove the foreign key on user ID purchaser? I'm not sure. Removed foreign key user ID purchaser. Added foreign key user ID purchaser. Changed from required to nullable. Ah, okay. So even this is confusing, right? Really, it should just have the middle one. Add a string to default just for test. It has a string. It's an empty string. Okay. I mean, I can put, all right, I'll put something there. I really don't want to. Sorry. I have a bunch of stuff to do, so I need to be strategic about like what stuff I'm going to test, basically. Enter a name for the new migration. Wishlist notes. Cool. And now I finally get what I'm expecting. I have my rookie SDR, what up, what up? I finally have my migration file. And here's a toml. There is the migration file with the alter table SQL commands. This is what I'm looking for. So I'll stage all of these. I'll git commit feat wishlist as notes. We'll push. I'm going to skip the Husky hooks. Cool. So there's one small step down. I should have marked it closes, shouldn't I? So here's Welephant, and then there's 30 seconds ago, I'll say closed by. You stage with GUI, but commit with CLI. Yeah, usually. Usually that's what I do. The reason I commit with the command line is because I want to see the git commit message feedback, and if I do it with the GUI can sometimes just like hang or not complete, and it's not clear why. And the true reason is because Git protocol rejected you. So I like to see that feedback there. Chaos, I like it. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. So let's do the next feature. So let's make the party entity. Let's dive into the deep end, huh? Is there anything else I really want to do first? Not really. This is kind of the big, valuable thing here. What we could patch up the. I need to do the clickable link feature enhancement. We can do this first. Let's do that first, just so I can get this item closed. I'll go ahead and make a proper feature branch out of this. So I'm going to git branch 16 dash wishlist items link details page. Wishlist items link details page. And I will check it out. 16 tag, it fills it out for me. Let's confirm where I'm at. I'm also going to reset hard on origin main. This should do nothing. Everything's up to date. Let's set the upstream. We'll go ahead and set that upstream. Windows terminal kind of stuck for a minute. That's okay. This is why we like Macs. Poppy Sensei. Oh, see, it's running the Husky hooks, and that's taking too long. Dang. I almost want to like turn it off by default. Yo, what's up? What's up? Y'all, I'm out of coffee. Look how slow this thing is, jeez. All right, it's running just, good job. I know I didn't break anything. I just reset hard on main. I didn't even change any code. I'm so mad right now. What are you doing? I'm waiting for unit tests. Have you seen that play? What is it? Waiting for Godot? How do you pronounce this? Because I always thought it was called Waiting for Godot, but like recently I heard someone say Waiting for Godot or Waiting for Got It. And I was like, whoa, don't you mean Waiting for Godot? It could be like a French versus English. It says original language French. That could be the thing. Are you on the clock right now? Hell no. This is for my mama. Doing this for my mama. She wants and for my family. Okay, so did we pass? We passed everything. Cool. So that should publish the upstream. Yep, and then it'll create a pull request if I want. I don't want to make a pull request yet because it's not ready. Okay, now let's blitz dev. Kick off the live server. Godot. Thank you. Bill Atkins. Akins or Atkins? Wow. So he solved one pronunciation and then brought up another pronunciation. But yeah, maybe it's like a French versus English thing, but I'm doubling down that the proper and original is Godot, which could be the French accent. I don't know. I don't know how to speak French. Anywho, I feel like waiting for Godot is like waiting for my unit test to finish. I'm like waiting for Godot. Hopefully that metaphor made sense. I don't want to give away the play, but if you've seen the play, I'm pretty sure that metaphor made sense. And if you haven't seen the play, that was a huge waste of time for you, wasn't it? Quick reminder, if you're on TikTok, you can come over to YouTube or Twitch and see the full screen. Let's go over to localhost. Bam, here's our application. Okay, we're connected to the same production database, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? So I can log in using my pod credentials built by John Vanderveer there at the bottom. Are you making an e-commerce site for your family? It's not an e-commerce site. There's nowhere to like submit cash or like buy stocks. It's just a tool that my family is going to. It's more like a wish list app where like everyone gets to know what everyone else wants. And then you can go outside of the app scope to the store, to Amazon or to Walmart or whatever, Target. And you can go pick it up. But the app itself does not have the e-commerce element baked in. Nice, thank you so much. Hey, I've gotten some comments about the way the elephant looks, and some people are trying to like smash on my art skills. That's the wrong term, probably. They're saying I can't draw. Here's the thing, I didn't draw that elephant. AI drew that elephant. So take it up with AI. That's neat, thank you. Okay, so to create a new wish list, push this. I want to change this first of all, because it doesn't just create wish lists, it lets you see the list of wish lists. So it was cute, it was funny, haha, push this, but it's time for it to grow up. There's a bee right outside my window. Did I just say winder? My window there. Jeez, kill me. That guy was a big honker. Okay, so we're going pages. You can see the Control-Shift-F Windows search is just super slow. I want a new computer, y'all. Okay, now it finally shows up. Great. I will say it's not white. I will say it's not. It's good. That's good. Okay. So here, I want to change this to create a new wish list. Here I will say to create or view, to create a new wish list, to view the list of wish lists, or create to view the list of wish lists, or create or update an existing one. I feel like I really am taking the long way around when I say it like that. To view the list of wish lists or create or update an existing. To view the list of wish lists, how would y'all say this in a more terse way? And then instead of strong this, I will change it to say, how about to edit or view a wish list? Does that work? Oh, just view? Yeah, maybe I don't need the introductory. Maybe it's just view wish lists. Or two. Wow. See, this is why y'all are awesome. Two or view. T in the chat for two, V in the chat for view. I like that more. One of these two. Okay, and so we'll do also. So we'll do to wish list to parties. Oh, we got one T, one V. That's a tie, y'all. I need a tiebreaker. I need a tiebreaker. To parties, to wish lists. Please say this isn't the final styling. It is not this fun. It is not the final styling, Jordan. You can rest in peace, my friend. Bro, did we literally just get one more for each, so now it's still tied? All right, I need a tiebreaker again. Oh, you can also hit me with a Z if you want it to just say parties and wish lists, and it just doesn't say T or V, like neither one. Hit me with a Z if you want to do that option. Oh, it looks like T is winning. Oh gosh, now we got a V. Are y'all just trolling? Or is it legit tied? We're still tied now. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone even though it's a tie and technically I'm picking T, but I just have no incentive to switch until it's a tiebreaker in favor of V. Okay, so we can go to parties, we can go to wish list. What else do we want to do? I think that's really it. Yeah, so this is it. So to parties, to wish list. Now let's say I go to wish list, okay? How bogus does this look? Oh, did it wipe my database? Oh, because I didn't log in. You're not authenticated. Yeah, I need to fix this navigation. It's so garbage. This is not the final styling. Hey, it's open source if you want to go contribute styling. I mean, I'll buy you a coffee. So let's log in. Okay, we're going to log in. john@ladley.io. That's my real email. You can hit me up. I'm not going to tell you my password. You might know it though if you watched a previous stream. I think I'm forgetting my own password. Bro, I forgot my own password. Okay. Forgot your password? Yeah, I did. So it does this janky thing, right? But how does that work again? I forgot. You must be logged in to access this. Is it really going to send me an email? Let me go see. I thought it would not. Because I have not configured RMTP. Oh, was this just not my email? Let me double check the database. I just might not have used this email. User. Yo, it wiped out my users. What? So did my database get wiped after all? I think it did. I think my database got wiped after all when we did that migration earlier. Can't you see in backend? Yeah, I'm loading it right now. I think my database got wiped, which is okay. Like I said, I warned my family like it's not stable yet. So, but I need to figure out a safer workflow because they're going to start putting stuff in there. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, get wrecked, right? Why is this thing loading so slow? Supabase, come on. You're embarrassing me, y'all. Okay. So we want to see user. There's one user, that's the mock user. We want to see wish list, they're gone. Wish list items, they're gone. Okay, so need to re-register basically. I was thinking like one of these is my password. I tried like several combinations. Had to move my laptop real quick. Okay, any recommendations now that Heroku is no longer free? Oh, so many. And I've posted a bunch about this, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. But yeah, Supabase is what I'm currently using for the database. There's some other alternatives like Railway and Render.com. They're all cool. There's pros and cons. Elephant SQL is another one that I like for a database. The big one is GitHub Pages. If you don't need a database, just use GitHub Pages. For infrastructure, I like Vercel. Netlify is pretty chill. Those are basically the big ones that I would recommend. Okay, create an account. And you can always hit up my profile, like on TikTok, my profile, if you want to book a call. You can hit me up that way. Or email me at this email. Okay. Cool. So that signed me up and logged me in. So now I go to wish lists, and I'm going to create a wish list. I'm going to have to make two different ones. So John's stuff you want. Okay, and then I'll go back to wish list and I'll make another wish list, Sammy's things. We'll create that wish list. Invalid, unique constraint failed, user ID wisher. Okay, so currently the system thinks I can only have one wish list. That's bogus. I should be able to have multiple wish lists. So let's go check out my schema. So here's wish list. Now a wish list can have uniquely one wisher. And that's what this is intended to say. However, the user can have multiple wish lists. And this is what's busted. So this is treating it as though there's like this one, there's just this one giant wish list. Which is not true. And what is the use case? The use case is that I want a wish list of stuff for my son, basically. Okay, so we're going to change it to that. Okay, I'm going to open a second terminal. And so I'm going to rename my first terminal. This is going to be called dev. My second terminal is going to be called Scratch. Okay. Here I'm going to blitz Prisma migrate. Blitz Prisma generate, which should create my new type definitions. You can see the Prisma client was now generated, so I should be able to go look. What do I want to look at? I want to look at a wish list. No, I want to look at a user and see that they have wish lists. What's the best way to do that? Let me just go over here to this page. I don't know that I have a user anywhere on here. Oh, yeah. User, get current user. Okay. Here's the user field. So here's the user. And I'm just going to check the IntelliSense to see if the type came through. So I'm not seeing a W at all for wish lists, which is what I do expect. So I'm bummed and miffed. I'm bummed and miffed. I think that's fine. Do I need to have it includes? Let me try and include. I don't even know how to do an include clause in Prisma. Let's see. Wish lists. Type, that's, okay, so that's not allowed. User include is an any. Ooh. Simple coding and commands. I learned this in high school. TS, what is this? TypeScript? Yep, this is TypeScript. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have, okay, here we go. These are, yeah, but I want to see the user includes. Here's the user include, wish lists with an S. That's what I wanted to confirm, is it's now plural. Because previously it was you have your user wish list. This is the stuff you want. But now you have multiple wish lists. Why? Because I can have my stuff that I want, and then I'm also kind of like making a wish list for my child who's not going to have an account. That's the use case, basically. Okay, so I'm going to save this just so that I can revert it in one click. Discard that, cool. And now we're double checking we have wish lists, which was the new type was generated correctly. Here's two parties. I'm going to change that href to be parties. That's not currently going to work because there is no parties page. Two wish lists should work. What do you think of Python? It's pretty good. I use it like every day, but I think TypeScript's better. I mean, unless you're a data scientist, then Python's way better. But the way to write good Python is to make it work like TypeScript, basically. So MyPy and force static types and stuff like that. Okay, so we generated the new types. Now I want to migrate the schema. Thank you for the likes. Okay, we're almost, yeah, we're over 400 now. Bet. We're trying to get to 10,000, y'all, so we got a way to go. All right. Already in sync, no change pending migration was found. Well, this is a schema change. So blitz prisma db push. What framework is that? Blitz. Blitz.js. Database is already in sync with the Prisma schema. Okay, so how it appears to me is that this change from a nullable single to a, what would that be, a one-to-many, I think, apparently did not require any Postgres level database changes. That's what I believe based on what's going on here. So that's great. Okay, so I'm going to stage these, and I'm going to git commit -m. This is feat. User has many wish lists. Okay. All right, over 500 likes. Okay, so while that's going on, what are we doing next? What we're going to do next is maybe get Uber to send me some coffee. We got to fix these links, right? So now, in theory, I should be able to have, so here's my first list. I want to make a second list. Sammy's things. Unique constraint failed on the fields. So there's still a unique constraint here. Yeah, there's still a unique constraint here. So what's going on? Let's take another look at this schema. And again, I want a one-to-many. So here's the user wished list. Let's go over here and Google Prisma one-to-many. So they just didn't use the unique modifier, that's it. One record on one side of the relation can be connected to 0 or more on the other side. Yes. Here's post, and then post has a single author, who is the user. But the user can have many posts. So they did the same thing, they just dropped the unique constraint. I mean, fine. I don't know why you can't support a unique constraint there. It is a unique relation. In the previous example, the author relation of the post references the ID of the user. You can also reference a different field. In this case, you need to mark with the unique attribute to guarantee that there is only a single user connected to each post. In the following example, the author field references an email, which is marked with unique. So many posts, email is unique. That's invariant to this relation. That's invariant to this relation. Trying to get at the med field. You recommend CS degree or boot camp. So many SWE. Rec either. I'm confused. You can do either. Just make sure you pick a good boot camp. Like, I'll take a good boot camp over a bad school, and I'll take a good school over a bad boot camp. So I think it's more important to get a like a quality education than it is to get either CS degree or boot camp. So you can go to like a state level school or better, cool, but just don't go to a janky school. For boot camps, go to coursereport.com, find a boot camp that has a rating of 4.25 or better and a minimum of 400 reviews. In MySQL, you can create a foreign key with only an index referenced on one side and not a unique constraint. Yeah. So it just looks like it's one of these just like Prisma jankinesses. So we'll just go drop the unique. We'll just go drop the unique attribute. In the future, they should enable this, but that's fine. user ID wisher. User ID wisher. Yeah. What cloud services do you favor? I like a bunch of different cloud services. It depends on your use case. For commercial, I'm partial to AWS. Really though, it depends how big you are, even for commercial. If you're super big, you want to start considering multi-cloud. And then there's this recent move to on-prem, which I just think is the goofiest thing. When it references an ID type field, it's automatically unique, as far as I know. I mean, I hope you're right. Okay, so here we're going to blitz Prisma DB push. Running generate, it already ran generate, okay. And we also want, like, I didn't need to do that because it already ran. I use Prisma and it's kind of strict on things it shouldn't be sometimes, but. Okay, so let's see if it will let me do this now. Hey, look at that. So now I go to wish lists and I have 2, and they should both be owned by my user. User ID 7, user ID 7. It's not super helpful that it says user ID wisher. It would be better if it said like wished by. Let's go fix that right now. Items on this wish list. Here's items on this wish list. And then I want to say, say wished by. What's up, baby? I think my daughter's trying to get in. So we need a query for the user. Night-night. Mwah. No. Bye-bye. Cool. So I could just like include the user here. That would be one route. The other thing I can do is set up a secondary query. So here we'll do user.name. Yeah. So this will be wisher.name. Do wisher.name. I'm going to stub. I'm going to stub that just so that it doesn't error. Okay, so it's empty. It says wished by. Are you using GraphQL? No, it's not GraphQL. It is Blitz Query, which is similar to React Query. You see I have use query. Blitz.js RPC. So it's following the React Query pattern, more or less. Great, Dad. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's use query. Get wish list. We're going to check this out. Input, and then I will, so is this an any type? That's an any type. I don't like how this is done. ID. So const where. That's kind of janky, isn't it? I don't know, is that cool or janky? Let me know. This should say validated. I think it's clear if it does this. We'll say where validated. We can move that below the authorized line. And then I can also say with wisher Okay. Now, how do I add the includes clause? This is a wish list. So I want to import that wish list includes. Let's go to just trying to get a reference to the DB. Yep. So here is wish list, and I'm going to look for wish list include. Wish list include, and you see there's wisher. That's what I'm looking for. So this is going to be a wish list include, wish list include, not plural. Okay. I can change that to just be include, find first, and then I'll say include and over where. So now we're including the include. Cybersecurity student here, curious to know what material you used to learn how to code. The answer is Codecademy, and then a career's worth of experience after that. But Codecademy is where it started. So it says this is like a bad syntax, so let me delete that and re-import. It says no quick fixes available. That is so weird. Why is it saying that it's not there? So we go over here, we got wish list include. It's right here. Import wish list include from DB instead. Yeah, maybe that's what I meant. Is that better somehow? I don't know. Refers to a value, but it's being used as a type here. Yeah, something goofy's going on. We do dv dot wish list include. Does that help at all? Cannot find namespace db. Ah, I got it. So is this inside of a namespace that I forgot to grab? Prisma token namespace. Okay, so maybe it needs to be Prisma dot. Yep, okay. Think we finally made it. Okay, so I thought wishlist include was that I could import that, but I cannot. I have to import Prisma dot wishlist include. Can I still learn coding at 27? Hell yeah. What are you working on? The answer is a party planning application. Welephant. Check out GitHub. You see right here, it says Welephant. Elephant with a W, elephant, Welephant. You can go to GitHub and check that out. You can even contribute if you want to. Okay, so we got this with Wisher. And then, so this is I really want to do it like this, const query equals. So I could just do that, I guess. So this is going to have a where items wisher. Nope, should not be like that. I want to have this include conditionally included. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think the destructuring is not going to be the best thing to do here. I think I'll just use a good old if statement. So if with wisher, then we are going to add an include. So this should be wish list find first args. Looks right to me. Is this free time or your job? This is free time. Ah, bland and bougie, got it. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember. So check this out, y'all. You're about to see a more concise, oh, hey, John, I found your YouTube on this. Right on. Yeah, quick reminder, if you're on TikTok, you can go to YouTube or Twitch and see the full screen. It's going to be a much better view for you. And thanks to our viewer, Bland and Bougie, we're about to see a much cleaner syntax. So let's do that right now. I was trying to remember this and I couldn't remember it. So it's the short-circuiting and. Do you program for your job? Yes, I do. If so, can I ask a few career questions? Of course. You can also always hit up my bio. By the way, you're initializing include as an empty object, so switch that to undefined. I think when I refactor it, we're just not going to have this line at all. Yeah, okay. If we want to include the type, that's kind of nice. So yeah. All right. And I keep losing my semicolons. I want my semicolons back. Yeah, it's not assignable to, it's not assignable. This is just not correct. Wisher. True. You know what? Now that I'm looking at this, I can do it like this, right? And so here is the where we get to the better syntax. Oh, this is not quite what I was thinking. That's okay though, because I can just always use the include now, I think. I think I can just do this. But I appreciate your help. Let me know if there's a problem with that, but I think that works. Why do you use Blitz? Because I like type safety. Are you using SQLize? No, I'm using Blitz. It includes the Prisma ORM, which has some SQLize-like stuff, but I think it's better. Because look at all these types that I get. Delicious, yummy types. Also, thank you for the quick replies on Twitter. Oh, hey, Isaac is here. Isha. Great to see y'all. Great to see y'all. Hey, let's get some more likes. We got about 100 people in here, but we didn't have no more likes. What's up with that? Life with Rilla. What's up, Rilla? Good to see you. Okay, so now I'm getting a wish list. And I can optionally include the wisher. So let's try it out. So now I want to say with wisher true. And then wisher is going to be wishlist.wisher. Wisher does not exist on type wishlist. Do I need to alter the return type? Wishlist or null is not assignable to wishlist. Okay. So here is the user ID wisher. Yeah, how do I get that includes out of it? Let me go back here and then I will just console.log. I'm not quite sure how that includes comes back. I'm in high school now and I know Lua. Should you know more industry standard lengths to get into a good college? Is it TypeScript? Yes, it is. I don't really know about getting into a good college. Sorry. I mean, at least in terms of computer science. My impression is they don't care too much about industry standard lengths. Hey, look, we have my hashed password is available for all to see. That's great. Wow, that's really bad. To what extent should I know React for a junior dev with ability to do all leak code easy? Theo, yeah, Theo's the man. I'm assuming that's the pattern for next, huh? It's the pattern I like for next, and I think Theo likes it too. How much React do you need to know? I mean, it depends what job you're going for. If you're going for software engineer, you don't need to know any React. If you're going for React developer, you need to know a decent amount of React. I would say if you've done a vanilla project and a React project on your portfolio, you're good to go. And then if you can pass the LinkedIn skill assessment, that's a good flag. And if you do some flashcards, there's like studying websites that have flashcards, and if you can pass those, that's a good flag. By the way, laterally dash slides on GitHub. I'm looking to add a flashcard tool. Let me know if you want to contribute. And then, yeah, ultimately, I would say something like, you know, if you can get through a deck of flashcards and get them like 80% right, you're good to go. Is computer science the same as computer programming? Not at all. Just finished my first coding class, not a fan. That's because school is garbage. What is required for software engineer? You need to be able to pass an interview. If you can pass an interview, you are a software engineer. And so, yeah, there's different ways to do that, but generally an ability to code, read code, write code, and some algorithms are going to be extremely helpful, although they're not required, but they will be extremely helpful. So what I'd like to do here, I only want to get a limited, like I don't want the password. And I don't want the email. How is the name null? Oh, I never created it with a name. That's kind of bogus. Really, I just want the name, name ID and role is really what I want. So let's modify this. So I want to modify this include. The include is literally breaking the type here. This is so sad. Because y'all see the wisher is showing up right there. I guess the best thing to do is just separate out the query. This is really pretty sad. Is this a personal project? Yes, it is. It's because it can be null if no result. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. It's just really sad that I need to split this out because I would think the ORM would want to optimize my SQL under the hood, but it's making me do it myself. So I'm going to Yeah, it's actually, it knows that it's supposed to be a wish list here. So it's filtering out the null right there. Um, I'm kind of surprised it does not interpret the or undefined to make it optional. Okay, so that worked. That's pretty annoying, right? Okay, so if, then this, I actually don't want to say it's a partial user. I want to say it's a user without. It's a partial user and it's guaranteed to have name. So the partial user is going to have name, ID, and role. How is role expressed? Is that a string? Okay, does this make sense? Wait, people will watch me code. Bros hacking the Russian government. Use Next.js framework for JavaScript. How about pick username ID role? Yes! Who is this? Bland and Bougie wins again. Bland and Bougie wins again. Okay, so let me use that pick syntax. That's better. Pick user name or ID or role. I actually want to pick all three, but yeah. Cool. I think I need to tag you on my code reviews, dude. What's your GitHub? Oh man, what's the pig syntax? Let's see. Is it like this? Definitely the pig is the right thing to do here. That's a great call. How do I use it? I forget. Type in keys. Yeah, okay, I needed to quote them. That's it. Okay, so we did this, but really I want to do this. Okay, let me save, make sure it flows through. I can hover and see the correct number and string is done for me. That's beautiful. So let me drop my partial concept. And moreover, I want this to be an and. I'm not sure this is the right thing to do. Let's see. I want them all to be there. Yeah, no, that was the wrong thing to do. Okay. I just want to make sure number is not nullish. So there's a user or a censored user. Maybe with wisher. So you're just a user. So here you're a user. And now you are, yeah, okay, that's fine. This looks good. Wow, never knew pig was a thing, right? Do you have to import it? I think it just comes with a language, because this is all it's a TypeScript language level operator. Cool, cool. Hey, quick reminder, if you're on TikTok, you can go over to my Twitch or my YouTube and see my full screen. And reminder that we're trying to get to 10,000 likes. We got 1,000 likes. We got 100 people on the stream. If we get to 10,000, I'm doing shots. So let's go. All right, this is looking good. We got the wish list. Now I have name, ID, and role. Let's go over here and look at my Welephant. Refresh the page. See, and now I'm not exposing like my hashed password and all that stuff. Security in mind, my boy Java. No, it's TypeScript. I mean, Java's cool. Java's cool, but you get a lot of the bang. You get a lot of the bang with fewer bugs in a good way, like less effort. If you do it this way. Okay, so we're getting the wish list. Now we got the wisher. Okay, and let me go over here, and now can I do wishlist.wisher? Boom. Okay. And so it's a user, it could be any of these things. What I want it to be is defined. So if the wish list, yeah, throw not found error. And here I'll say wish list not found. I'm also going to, if uncensored, yo, saw you on TikTok. Mr. B-Cut, what up, what up? I want to throw in this scenario. Okay, if uncensored. This is like probably not the best way to do this. So I want to say if with wisher. Okay? I guess we need to do both. So if with wisher. If you want the wisher, but but they're not there, then we're going to throw. So we have wish list not found, and we have wisher not found, right? So now, oh, that should be an or. So now it will never be undefined. Perfect, that's what I want it to do. So now I should not have to deal with undefined. Yes, I still do. Boo, that's stinky. Stinky tomatoes. Let's return the wish list here. Here's a maybe with wisher, and then this is, yeah. Okay. We need to recast the wish list at this point. So we'll return wish list as censored user. Property role is missing in this thing. Is it though? Okay. Maybe I throw it in here. I feel like I'm like forgetting how to cast or something. Messy thought process and inefficient coding. Oof. That really hurts. So we have user or censored user. Let's do censored user. Yeah, I think this might fix it. How about that? Why throw exception for not found? Because it's an error, because it's supposed to be there. How can you have a wish list if there's no wisher? It's a little better over here on Twitch. Yeah, I think the Twitch streams are like, they look better than the YouTube streams for some reason. Those are very clicky keywords. What up, what up? It's a guard clause. Yup, officially real me named it. That is a guard clause. Okay, so it's guaranteed to be a censored user now. Can I declare it, or are you still gonna be mad? Yeah, you're still mad. Refers to a type. Yeah. Bro, you know it is a censored user, so just let it be. Oh, okay. I need one more type. Sorry. So this should be censored wish list. Is a wish list. That is guaranteed to have a censored user. So that's a different type, isn't it? Okay. Are we good now? Let's see over here. Nope, still coming through as a maybe. This is not working. Maybe with Wisher. That's all right. Kind of think I should make a different query at this point. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is a sign. Get wish list with Wisher. All right, so we're going to make a new query so that we can clean up the type definitions and have less conditional logic. So first of all, we're going to copy the whole thing over. Then I'm going to delete the second block out of the first, and I'll delete the first block out of the second. Okay. Get wish list with Wisher. Get wish list. These I no longer need all that stuff. This basically I can roll this back at this point. So get wish list. I'm going to discard all of these changes. Okay, and then here we are. Get wish list with Wisher. And we'll use this query instead. This should be a down case. Okay. We'll use this query. I don't need to pass with Wisher anymore. Okay. Here, I don't need this Boolean anymore. Move this up. It's a little cleaner. Oh, no, I can't move it up that far. Get rid of this nested block. And the maybe with Wisher type should go away. Let's see. It's going to say Wisher is missing in wish list, but required in Wisher. I think this is okay. After we're done guarding, then this is the we have the censored user, and then here's where we need to censored wish list. So this time we are happy, and we can return it now, right? And we know what we are. This is TypeScript. Okay, with Wisher, we don't need that. We just make that true. Okay. Now, I can say censored user. Yep, you already know I'm a censored user. I love it. Okay, that is how things are supposed to work. Hey, if it's that difficult to get the types out, it's a smell. that maybe you need a different query. And I'm glad we did that. This is a lot cleaner. Wouldn't you agree? What do y'all think? Unless those are handled exceptions. Yes, they are handled exceptions. My cue is why use exceptions rather than returning an empty wish list or something? You should see a 404 basically. That's the reason basically. If I go to so this URL is a wish list ID. If I go to a wish list details page and the wish list is not there, or it is malformed, it's an erroneous wish list, I should at minimum get some sort of error, whether it's a 400 series or a 500 series or otherwise. We don't want to display erroneous data to the client. Does that make sense? API, you want it to error. Yeah, basically that. Yeah. Cool. So we have the wisher, and now I should, golly, took the long way around. Cool. The other thing I need to do is when I create a user, it needs to have a username. So let me go into this database. I'm going to like insert these names, Fake Boy and Vanderveer. Okay, or let's say John. An error has occurred. Oh no. How's the grid coming along? I mean, it's not really coming along. Okay, so the name saved, cool. Here's my local host. You're not authenticated, fine, fine, fine. Let's go over here. Looks like the dev server is good to go. So let me go back to my home page. And it says that I'm logged in, user ID 7, user role, user. This, I don't really like that. I want it to say name. Cool. User ID, user name. Is that Prisma Studio? I can access Prisma Studio if I want to, but that's not what we were looking at. What we were just looking at is Supabase. Thanks for all the follows. We've got a bunch of follows, y'all. So I'd return a response code 404, just different language, same pattern. Hey, React with Supabase, you got it. Hey, we almost have 200 people. Thank you so much for being here. Quick reminder, you can search my same username on YouTube or Twitch, and you can see the full screen. It's going to be a much better view. Please follow the channel. I'm getting the new iPhone, so the camera will be upgraded in the near future. If you like hanging out with other developers, I love hanging out with my peers. Please hang out. If you are trying to learn to code, I love teaching people to code, so please hang out as well. Thoughts on TypeScript? I'm currently using it in this app, and it is my favorite language, period. TypeScript is my favorite programming language. Let's try to get to a couple thousand likes, huh? Thoughts on Flutter? It's mid. Flutter is mid. Just learn React Native. I know React Native is jankier, but it's more but I like it more. I would literally rather build a web app in React and an iOS app in Swift. I'd rather have two separate code bases that I have to maintain instead of one Flutter app, believe it or not. I don't get coding. It's one of those things where you gotta have like a reason to do it, and then it's weird at first, and then it gets more and more natural. But if you don't have a reason to do it, if you're just trying to like understand it, like abstract math, it's super goofy and not helpful. I like to think of programming much more like writing a book or reading a book than math equations. Should I do a boot camp? Check the link in my bio. The answer to that question depends on a lot of factors. You need personalized help, so hit up my bio and let's have a call. Okay, back to this. We've made a bunch of changes, so let's check in an incremental change. And the change that I want to do here is user can have multiple wish lists. Okay, so we go to wish lists, and then we see these. Wish by John Vanderveer, it's working. Items on this wish list, none. Okay, let's add an item to wish list. This is for Sammy's things, so I want to say glowing, like glowing shoes or light up shoes. Okay, wish list items. We also want to say, ooh, this will be an orphan item. That's not good. Light up shoes. What? Why is this an orphan item? Ooh, because it went to all wish list items. That is a big user trap. So this needs to go to wish list items for this wish list. We want to stay inside of the Welephant repository. By the way, this is part like 7 or 8 in a series, so the whole playlist is on YouTube. So y'all should check that out. Check out my YouTube. Is the Meta backend program a good start? Sure. Why TypeScript? Because we need a front end, so we need JavaScript, but we like types. That's basically the answer. Okay, so here, this is wishlist ID. So this is the wishlist details page, wishlist items. So it's the wishlist items / ID is giving me trouble. So it's not the current page. It is wishlist items wishlist items / wishlist item ID. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, so it's currently taking you to all wishlist items, right? Yeah, this is the troublemaker right there. You see it's going to wishlist items. I don't want to go there. 1, 2. I want to go to the wish list, like parent page. Not really. What's up?
I thought you said you're French.
I didn't say that. But what's up? Okay. Is there food or anything?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go out there and get my food, y'all. But we'll get there in a minute. Go ahead and follow the stream though, because we'll be wrapping up soon. Okay, so here's wishlist items / wishlist item ID. I want all these to be changed. So it's wishlist - items. And I want this to change to be items in this wish list. And so that will not go to / wishlist items. It will go to / what, wish list? Sorry, man, I got a jam, but I will be checking in for sure. Thanks. Hey, thanks for being here. See you later. What is TypeScript used for? Making websites, basically. Okay, so we're going to go to wishlist items. We're going to change that to be wishlists / to use the template string. And we want to interpolate wish list item dot. Whoa. What is it? Did I spell something wrong? What does it mean you can't find it? Oh, because this is a different functional context. Okay. Show wish list item page. Yeah. So I need to get the wish list item. What is going on here? I feel like I'm like doing this twice or something. Okay, so show wishlist item page. Here's the item ID. Here's the wishlist item. And now I can do wishlist ID. Boom, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. My dream job is to be a software engineer. I preferably virtually software engineering. Any pointers? Learn to code. I like Codecademy. Free code camp is okay. Depending on your age, like going to college is probably a good, like possibly a good idea. Or you can pass the ID as a prop from the parent component. The parent component is the framework. You see how this is a page component? So no, this is like the right way to do it. Use param. Okay, so items in this wish list, what I'm expecting is I can click it. Oh, and I don't like that it says wish list item 1. I want it to say the name. So where is it showing the ID? Wish list item. So this will be name. And then I'll do an H2. We got some haters in the comments. We must be doing good. The blind leading the blind. What you talking about, Willis? This will say wished by. User ID wisher. That should say to do get the wisher object. Let's go ahead, we can do that now. So it shouldn't say like wished by number 7. It should, yeah, wished by 7. It should say like wished by John Vanderveer. This is TypeScript, y'all. Thanks for being here, by the way. And I see we have hundreds of people, so some people are helping each other out in the chat. That's awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I just can't get to all your questions. Is this spelled? No, this is TypeScript. Is C++ harder? Yes, C++ is much harder. Thanks for all the likes. Reminder, if you go over to YouTube or Twitch, you can search the same username and see my whole screen. Okay, so we just did get wishlist with wisher. Now we are going to do get wishlist item with wisher. So the same modification, but we've been down this path once, so it should be quicker. Get wishlist item with wisher.ts. Okay. So here's get wishlist item. I'm going to start by just copying this, paste it. Get wishlist item. With wisher. So first rename the function, and then we'll come over to the wishlist item ID page. And this will be get wishlist item with wisher. Okay. Control click, make sure it flows through. It does. Great. We'll do the is authorized check first, then we will extract validated. This can change to say where validated. get rid of this multi-tenant app line. If wish list item throw, this will say, Brent Harris says, much better. Hey, thanks for being here. What is being made? That is Welephant, like elephant with a W. You can go over to GitHub and search for Welephant, and you can read all about it in the README. Just remember, elephant with a W. So this will say wish list item not found. And here we want to say wisher not found. Okay. First, we need to do const uncensored equals, and then this is going to have an includes. Basically, let's go grab Control C, Control Shift F, Control V, and we'll go grab the other block where we just did this, basically. So I'm literally just going to copy this big old block over here and paste it, and we can eliminate the pieces that we don't really want. So wish list, yeah, so we'll get rid of that. At the end, we are going to return wish list item, and this will be censored wish list item. Maybe write a util function to censor the user from any object since you'll be doing it so much. It's a really good thought. Like literally, should be able to use TS generics to keep your typings. Yeah. Let me make a GitHub issue for that. So this will be generic censored user query. E.g., so we want to abstract methods like these. If it's only twice, it's literally borderline, right? But like, arguably, I should be already fixing it. And definitely, if I end up doing this again, I'm going to wish I had it, right? Get wishlist item with wisher, and get wishlist with wisher is the other case. Cool. Hacktoberfest is going on, y'all. Only a few days left, so you can pull up and submit me a pull request for that one. No, and you're source controlling this. Please stop. Why am I still watching? I don't get it. Rabbi Dragon Slayer, make it make sense. What you coding? Welephant. Your first language needs to be Lisp. I disagree. Got a lot of activity going on. Thanks everyone for being here. 2,000 likes. I'm loving it. Okay, back to the codes. So here we have the wish list item, and then what I want to do is I want to get this includes, right? So wish list item include, update missing import, okay. We have the wish list item include, we're gonna have wisher true, bingo. And this will be the wish list item find first args, okay. Include validated query, wish list item find first query. So you can see how we're just taking the same pattern but adapting it over here. If you do it a third time, I'm denying your PR. Oof, you're right though. You're right though, I'm with you. Really glad to see live coding becoming popular here. Surprised so many people watch. I love it. Do you think Codecademy Pro is well worth it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. What DB are you using? Postgres, open source for the win, y'all. Nice work, McLovin, thanks. Appreciate it. Quick reminder, over 350 people. That's amazing. Quick reminder, if you go over to YouTube or Twitch and search my same username, you can see the full screen. Much better experience. Bitch, it's Jesus, followed the host. I love that so much. I love that so much. Where does a beginner start? You can check the link in my bio. You can check out Free Code Camp, and you can also check out Code Academy. These are 3 places that I recommend. And just follow the page. I mean, and just say hi and ask questions and get in the community, you dig? Okay, so let's do some codes. So I have my wish list item. At this point, it is wish list item or null, right? Yeah. And I want to say maybe with wisher or null. Cool. So I no longer need this reference line. I can literally, let me go over and get my other type and export it. Maybe with wisher. So I have this censored user type. I'm going to export that, export these. These are becoming like common types, right? And really, this, yeah, so this is the generics thing. Maybe with wisher is T. Okay. This is much better. Yeah, hey, thanks for being here. Wish list. You gotta love it. You gotta love those generic types. Maybe with wisher. Okay, and so over here, I'm gonna do this maybe with wisher, but it's gonna be a wish list item. And Bland and Bougie, one of my super users, right, that was like giving the TypeScript hints, referred to the use of generics. And this is exactly what they meant. This syntax right here is using a generic type. So we're going to import that, and now you can see the logic flows through. So I'm now talking about a wish list item that is maybe with wisher. This dot generic, LOL. Is this C#? No, it's TypeScript, but there's some stuff in common. OG Breezy, what up, what up? Anybody here does NFT contracts? Oh, bro. It's not a real coding stream until someone's talking about NFT contracts in the chat. Am I right? Okay, so we got wishlist item. Here's the censor, censored user undefined, wisher not found. Here's the censored user. Let's import that. Okay, you're good. Censored wish list. And this, I guess, would be another generic, wouldn't it? So censored user, what would I call this? I'm going to give it a different name. Should be like with censored user. Okay. And so, yeah, now this is with censored user, wish list, okay? And then this is going to be with censored user, but it's going to be a wish list item. And you can see this is like a composable mental model. If you've ever heard that term composable, it's where you have logical layers and then you can mix and match those layers and you're sort of building a different stack. But it has components of logic that are in common. Cannot find wish list, that's good because we're talking about a wish list item now. And the censored wish list item is a wish list item with censored user. Except your audio isn't quite as clear. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Maybe I should up the mic. Test, test, test. Sorry about that. Test, test. Is that better? I don't know. Is that just louder and like still terrible? Is this better? Now I have 2 headphones in. Is that better? All right. Well, thanks for being here regardless. Smash like, hit sub, send it to your grandmother. Take over the world. High five me. Cool. No change, it's all good. I'm actually crying. I know you can't tell that, but I'm actually crying right now. Okay. So now we should go see the wish list item with Wisher. Wish list item is with censored user, yeah. And so now I should be able to say wish list item wished by. See, I have the wisher, and then I have the name. We gotta love it. Hey, that's all I'm gonna be able to do for today because my wife told me that I need to go eat or she's gonna leave me. So I love y'all. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna leave the stream open for a minute just to give people the opportunity to like smash follow and whatnot. Let's go double check the page looks good, but like I'm pretty sure it does. Get wish list item is not defined. Oh no. Okay, well, get wish list item. What should it say? With wisher, right? Eat in front of the monitors like a true dev. I really would, except she told me not to. If it was up to me, I totally would. 500 internal server error, boo. Preserve log, no, that's like so much, ew. Hello, what are you talking about error? I need you to work. Rendering suspense fallback, why are you mad, dude? Get wish list item. Oh, did I not update another name location? Y'all, I actually don't know how to code. Sorry for all the confusion and misleading you into thinking that I knew what I was doing. Let me kill this, restart blitz dev. Hey, we just had a Teachable sign up. Yeah, by the way, latterly.io. Followed on GitHub, would be happy to help out. You rock. I'm gonna have to like send you some swag or something. Latterly.io, that's like where I teach, so you can check that out. Looks like we just had someone sign up. Thank you so much. Is it hard? If you're talking about coding, yeah, it can be. It can be. But I also think a lot of people can do it, and they like psych themselves out, but they can actually totally do it. Wishlist item ID. So we're back, we're going to the wish lists. This looks good. Here's Sammy's things. Light up shoes, right? This is what I wanted to fix. This is like the whole thing we were doing. So here we have the name, but I also want it to be clickable. Yo, ESLand is screaming at me. Calm down, dude. We're still friends. It's okay. So this is going to be the ID, right? And it should be /wishlist item. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to test this out. Okay, so now it's clickable, right? Boom. And it takes me over to this place, and this place is bombing. And why? This is the part that I'm... Oh, is it because it needs an S? No? Okay. That would have been too easy, right? Okay. 400 wishlist items. I signed up. Hey, that's great news. GraphQL, no, we're using React Query. We're actually using Blitz Query, but it's like based on React Query. So here's the wish list item. Blitz is a querying library like React Query or Apollo Client. Seems like the syntax is similar. Yeah, there are some things that are similar, but I actually like, so Blitz is not a querying library. Blitz is a full stack framework, but it includes Blitz query. This Blitz.js RPC use query, which is based on React query. But Blitz as a whole is like, it includes a whole lot of stuff. Check out here, let me show it on screen. If you've been following along with the series, I use this like the whole series, blitzjs.com. Oh, okay, I got it. So you're replying to some other user. Michael says, I'm from TikTok. Hey, thanks for being here, Michael. I want to get into cybersecurity. Good luck. It's not my forte. I taught a cybersecurity class once. Like, I know enough to teach an hour's worth of material, but then like that's it. Like, you'll get one lecture from me. Cool. So we have the wishlist item ID, wishlist items / wishlist item ID, and then it will be in the index. Yeah. So this is the page that's giving us an error for some reason. The part looks like HTML. Is it HTML? No, it is React, which uses JSX, which is an HTML-like syntax. Technically, this is TSX, which is just typed JSX. Okay, so here's a wish list item, wish list ID. Let me comment this portion. So this is elimination-based debugging. We're literally just asking, like, why you mad, bro? It's still erroring, which indicates to me that the error is, like, you know what? Show list item page. Yeah, it's like one of these. Yeah, so now it's showing that part, items in this wish list. So something that we just, let's do this. This is not correct. Like technically what I just coded is wrong, but for elimination purposes. Okay, so we got the link to show up. So what we proved is it is not the use param that's the problem. It's this thing. This thing is the problem, right? Wish list item ID, okay. I don't think it's actually the suspense block either. I think it is this guy. Yep, so here's the 400. A component suspended. And why did it suspend? Show wishlist item page, error boundary. Makes sense. Get wishlist item with wisher. Starting with input. So it made its way into the query and it received the ID of 1 based on the URL. That's correct. Okay, so we got this far, we got this far. Let's console.log. Now we're doing console-based debugging, console.log-based debugging. Hey, something is weird with my Twitch and YouTube chat. Like, people were talking, but I don't see them. Sorry. Okay, so what did we console.log? Ooh, get wishlist item input.parse. I don't even know if we made it down to this line. We're going to do your old got here. Is there an authorization issue? I feel like I'm Nancy Drew. Got here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's an error. Let's check the server logs. I don't even see got here 1. And frankly, I don't know how it's rendering suspense because I commented out the suspense block. Get wishlist item with wisher. Well, one thing we could do is try restarting the server. Didn't you have to go eat? Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to eat. I was trying to get this last thing done. Yeah, I've said every dev ever, right? Rendering suspense fallback. Dad Doge, hello, what's up? Thanks for being here. $404. Wish list items. That's correct. Here's pages. Wish list items. And then slash wish list item ID. Okay, that's correct. Why you 404 in, bro? Compiled, rendering, suspense, fallback. Fast refresh, had to perform a full reload. It's not even getting to the log. That is so wild. What are you up to? Welephant. That's elephant with a W. Welephant. Check it out on GitHub. It's open source. And we try to make it work, but it don't want to do it. And the problem, I think, is this query, although I don't know why. One thing we could do is just like stop trying to fix the page and like go look at the query. Okay, so this rendered. Can someone explain to me what he's doing? Debugging, what does that even mean? It means I'm trying to fix a bug. There's a bug in my code. So I'm currently using a combination of, oh, does Blitz have dev tools like React Query does could be helpful? I don't know. I feel like the answer is no, but maybe they do. Maybe I could even use the React Query dev tools. I don't know. Anyway, I'm currently using a combination of process of elimination, line by line, and also logging to debug, to figure out what the problem is. Okay, so we have items in this wish list, nah, so that's working. What if I do this old query? Get wish list item. So that's what we were using before all this change, right? I mean, really, we know it's the query, so I should just go like, look at the query. Whoa, what is this? Wish list items defined multiple times. Ah, yeah, because I uncommented. Cool. Okay, so this also caused a problem. Am I like not logged in or something and it's really bugging on an authorization check? Log out. Okay, no, I'm here. Okay, this is cool. I feel like it should be wish list items because this is wish lists, right? So wish list items is good. And this takes me to wish list item. So that's one problem. And the Windows searching is a super pain. So this is going to be the wish list details page. This would be so much easier on a Mac, to be honest with you. Okay, wish lists. And then here is the problem where I forgot my S. Cool. Okay, so now there's the S. Boom, and we click it. Nope, still got an error. Here's the item ID. Let me make sure that's the correct item ID. Let's go over here, wish list items in the database. It is, okay. So that's the right item ID. So what's the problem, my guy? Wish list items. I look up there in the URL, get the wish list item ID. Okay, let's swap the queries and just make sure that the wish list item ID is correct. I'm expecting to see a 1 on the page. Items in this 1, okay. So I'm getting the right wish list item ID. So then I get wish list item. Is this going to work? So this did not work. Okay, so some kind of problem that's impacting both queries. All right, let's look at my commit diff wish list item ID. So I'm scrolling through here, I'm trying to pick out what is different. That's it. And it's going to be nothing up here at the top that matters. This is the part that matters. So I did change the wish list path name. You know what? Maybe that's the problem. I forgot the name. Can you remind me of the name again? My name? My name's John. The name of what? Blitz.js. Blitz like you're sprinting. So let's try to copy this. Maybe for some reason I can't use the query in this context. That could be it. I'm not really sure why, but hey, wouldn't be the first time that I didn't know. Got here 1, 2, 3, it says. Yeah. Okay, so that went right through. So the problem is, for whatever reason, I can't use that. I can't use query in this context. I guess, I don't know. I guess it's like, you just can't query in that context, huh? Wish list item. Yeah, you need to wrap it in suspense because it's an asynchronous call. That's the reason. Next, allowing you to cast URL params as a number right in the hook is so much better than the React Router API. Yeah, React Router is like outdated at this point. Yeah. Use query is a React Router. No. Use query, like there's a thing called React Query, and it's its own thing that inspired a lot of others. And here we're using Blitz RPC that has a use query hook inspired by React Query. Okay, so something happened to my audio. I don't know. Hello? I ain't an experienced coder, so I may not understand this. That's totally fine. We're beginner friendly here. Thanks for being here. I'm just going to return home because I think it's confusing if you go to that working page, but we do need something static. Okay. So there's return home. That's going to take me, boom, over here. Cool. And then the items in this wish list thing will go, I'll say see all items in this wish list. Let's kill that. So there wasn't a problem with my query after all. I was just using it in inappropriate context. I guess that's kind of relieving. Wished by, where should it be, at the top or bottom? I guess at the bottom. Delete, so we'll put it after the delete. Yeah. See all items in this one. See all items in this wish list. Does it say which wish list you're on? Light up shoes. Okay, so I think it should be up towards the top. So it's going to say light up shoes, wished by John, wished by John. Let's get rid of that code stuff. I'm going to say wish by John on wish by John on the Oh, I don't actually have the wish list name in this context. Okay, I'll just say see all items on this wish list. See all items in this wish list. Light up shoes, wished by John. View all items on this wish list. And then this says wish list 4. I want it to say Sammy's things. We got notes for this wish list if there are any. Is this one language of code or multiple? It's kind of one, but web technologies, you learn JavaScript for your logical operations, HTML to declare the structure of your web page, and CSS to declare your style. Only one of those is a Turing-complete programming language, which would be JavaScript. The others are DSLs that help you build a website. When we go over into React, we're coercing all of those DSLs into JavaScript. So it's really just JavaScript, but there's a lot of syntactic variety so that it does look like it's multiple, doesn't it? Sammy's things, add on the wish list, wished by John Vanderveer, items on this wish list, light up shoes. We're gonna click this. Now we can see light up shoes, wished by John Vanderveer, edit or delete. I wanna edit, and I wanna add notes. Okay, we'll do notes next time. We'll do notes next time, that's fine. Hey, thanks for being here. That's gonna do it for this stream. I learned something. Thanks for the help. You got it. Bye, y'all.